The influence of Burkina Faso under the administration or the government of Captain Ibrahim Traore is very obvious, as neighboring countries within the Sahel and outside of the Sahel in West Africa have now embarked on increasing their gold stakes, those who have gold building refineries, and also increasing their gold stake and having more national reserves in gold. About who am I talking about? I am talking about Ghana. Ghana recently, the government institution Gold Board it's a government entity. So what it did is actually this government institution, it has reached a deal with 9 additional large-scale mining companies to purchase 20% of their gold output. That is the gold that they are sending for export. So this will increase the nation's gold and foreign reserves under the Bank of Ghana domestic gold purchase program. Gold Board is a government entity responsible for managing gold purchases from small-scale miners and combating and smuggling. The other country that's getting this heat or this positive influence from Burkina Faso is Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau also have a military government like Burkina Faso, but it did not join the Sahel states. We all have been expecting, because it also came through it, the same way these governments came to power. But anyway, now General Doumbaya, who is the leader, the president of Guinea-Bissau, is overseeing 20 billion Simandu mining projects. Now let's dive into Ghana. Ghana, as you know, it's a top gold exporter in Africa, the largest one. It's the first one if you put it by rank, and it has 6th place. It ranks 6 globally in terms of having exporting gold. Ghana's another name is actually it used to be called by the colonizers the Gold Coast. That's its name. Now, getting into this news about the government buying or reaching an agreement with these 9 gold miners is something that is really commendable. And just for you to remind you, this happened under the leadership of the current president, John Mahama. John Mahama is really a progressive leader, and he kind of make it smooth. Unlike Nana Akufo-Addo, he invited the Sahel leaders to attend his inauguration. He officially resumed office in January, on 7th of January. So Captain Ibrahim Traore has attended that inauguration. Now, just to continue with the news, look, this latest deal includes mining companies that were not part of the central bank's initial scheme. The new participants include these are the names of the miners: Adamus Resources, Akroma Gold, Cardinal Namdini Mining, Earl International Group, Ganhe Mining Resource Development, Golden Team Mining, Goldstone, Akrokeri, Pristia, Sankofa, Gold Extra, Gold Mining. So these are small-scale gold industries or gold miners. They are not large-scale gold miners. The government has already in 2020 that it has signed, but the amount of their contribution to the country's gold stake was very minimum. So now, also to prevent the smuggling by these small-scale gold miners, this is the solution that the government came up, but it prevents smuggling, but also the objective of this making them to sign or reaching this agreement is increases the national reserve of Ghana. Now countries are turning to having a gold as there to protect their currency, and also it stabilizes their currency, meaning the local currency. So basically, Ghana is using gold as their currency shield. Gold board, the Ghana's government, the gold, actually it's called the Ghana Gold Board, or as an acronym, it's called Gold Board. So Gold Board and all relevant parties, these small-scale gold miners, are expected to execute a formal written agreement on 15th of May, which will facilitate the initiation of the program starting from 1st June. Gold Board said in a statement, quote, under the agreement, the mining companies will deliver 20% of any gold they seek to export out of the country to the gold board in the form of doré bars, those gold bars, at a designated collection point, which shall be the assay laboratory of gold board at the Kotoka International Airport. That's the international airport of Accra, Ghana. Now, the question you have to ask is, if it is not, this is they have to, whatever it is, their gold export at any given time, they have to give that 20% of gold export to the government. But one has to ask now, what does it look like, the previous agreement? How much percent were those large-scale industries were giving to the government? This is it. The involved mining companies will be compensated in Ghanaian cedis with a 1% discount of the London Bullion Market Association spot price. Collectively, the 9 gold miners produce approximately 200 kilograms of gold each month. And 20% of that is about what? 40 kilogram of gold each month the government will get, right? That's one fifth, isn't it, if my maths is doing good? Yeah, so 40 kilogram on average every month the government is getting. These are only from the 9 companies. Imagine it is enforcing, the government is enforcing to all these small-scale gold miners, then the stock will be really very high. And I think that's what the Ghanaian government should do. In 2022, Ghana initially inked an agreement with industry players such as Goldfields, Newmont, Anglo Gold Ashanti, and Asanko Mining to acquire a fifth of their yearly gold output for the Bank of Ghana. And this yearly amount that they were giving was about, I think, 50 kilogram or something. Anyway, the Bank of Ghana holding have increased now from 8.7 tons in 2022 to 30.8 tons in February this year, 2025, boosting the country's gross reserve to $9.4 billion, if you want to think about that in money. Okay, so now gold producing countries are now seeking to derive greater value from the commodity amid a 29% surge in gold prices this year. Yeah, actually there are other sources are saying it's about, some say 29 point something, but on average it's agreed like 30% increase in gold, because now countries are really more and more turning to a gold reserve. And also this has to do with the US President Trump's tariffs and global political uncertainties. In April, Goldfield announced it would cease operations at its Damang gold mine in Ghana, following the government decision not to renew the mining lease. Also, Ghana, is is denying. Just a few days ago, before this news came, actually it has denied certain foreign companies, gold miners. It's all foreign companies. Even those small scale are actually, they are collaborating with the current one, but with the local ones. But it's mainly owned. Any gold mining company is owned by foreign companies. So the government has denied access to those foreign companies. Now, this is why Goldfield is actually closing its project in Damang area, in the Damang mining area. So I think Ghana is on the right path. This is what they have to do. They have to, own their own natural resource, and make it to the benefit of the nation, to the benefit of the country as a whole. Be strong with it, because that way it will save from high inflation. Their currency, it will protect their currency, it will serve them. Their own natural resource will serve them as a currency shield. It will also stabilizes this inflation that is from time to time by IMF and World Bank that they are imposing against African countries. So yeah, it has not even the United States is even backing its currency with gold now. I mean, they're just printing their money. So this is really, every country, if they have a gold reserve, this is what they have to do. I really, really hope that Ethiopia, my country where I come from, will take a lesson from this, so that it can save this increasing inflation that we are facing in the country. Now, the second country that's positively influenced by Captain Ibrahim Traore's, gold, nationalizing the gold reserve, or the gold, their natural resource, is Guinea-Bissau. So what did Guinea-Bissau do? That's something I'm going to tell you in a bit. But before that, recently also, I came here, I think in the beginning of this week, Burkina Faso has even more intensified the measurements that it is adding to, in terms of nationalizing its gold mineral. Let me just give you the headline, the heads up on that. Look, Burkina Faso intensified state control over foreign mining operations. So how is it increasing? The Burkina Faso government embarked on ambitious strategy to assert greater control over the country's valuable mining sector. They are introducing more and more new codes to this, in terms of nationalizing their gold. As we know, after they nationalized their gold, their 6% share has increased to 50% share. Now about Guinea, let me just share this video with you. Okay, look. Now, this is Guinea's president, Mamadou Doumbouya, is overseeing the 20 billion Simandou mining project. The project includes the development of 2 mines, a 600-kilometer railway, and a deep water port. The site holds the world's largest untapped iron ore deposit, estimated at about 2.8 billion tons. Now, this man was there. He's big on social media. He has a website. He do research on what he's presenting. Let me just play that video for you.
2 hours away from Conakry. I'm right here in Beyecha, 2 hours away from Conakry, the capital here of Guinea. What you see here is not words. What you see here is not what you see in the internet. This is construction sites of
huge projects like the Simandou.
This train right here, this railroad, that's 650 kilometers going from where the Simandu Mountain is, the biggest iron ore projects in the world. In the world is happening right here in Guinea. In just 2 years, the president was able with his team to cut the country to make sure that this railroad goes all the way in to the port right here to travel with goods, but also to build the entire country right now. As you can see, hundreds and thousands of young Guineans are working to make this a reality. This is the Africa we want to see and the Africa we're going to show.
So yeah, that is Guinea-Bissau. Whether this ambitious project will be, as you can see, it's already being built. So the thing is that these governments, even if whether they do it or not, they will say something, that will end up as a headline. I'm not saying that Guinea-Bissau is not doing it, or Ghana is not. They both are doing it. There's an evidence that the Guinea-Bissau also has embarked on this project. Thanks to this man, he has shown us in the place there by traveling there and what it looks like, the project, the railways that they are doing, the mining. And this and that. Ghana also has signed that deal. We don't doubt under John Mahama there will be really big change in Ghana, because you see that there's some kind of mentality that he supports these Sahel states. He has invited them during his inauguration when he resumes office. And he himself, to say thank you, he traveled to Burkina Faso, and he went to also Mali, the president of Ghana. No other ECOWAS leaders did. I mean, there are some, I think, okay, let me just take that away. But it's something that we wouldn't expect under Nana Akufo-Addo, right? Because Ghana in fact, what did Nana Akufo-Addo is he complained about Burkina Faso to the United States president in 2022 during the U.S. Africa summit, and invited the U.S. to bring the U.S. Army to the borders where Ghana shares with Burkina Faso, and to protect them, something like that. And that video was viral, and Ghana literally backstabbed Burkina Faso. Now, thanks to John Mahama, who is doing this, and then also duplicating this kind of positive projects to benefit the Ghanaian people. That was it for now. And actually, Niger is also about to build a big refinery. We are going to bring you the details on that. But that was it for today. Ghana and Guinea, positively influenced by Burkina Faso, and one is building a gold refinery, the other one is increasing its stake, the person that is getting the gold export from those companies, from the miners, 20% of each gold export. So that is really something that needs to be commended. Thank you again for tuning in. I will see you on the next one, but you go ahead and share the video with others. You may also support us through our PayPal accounts and buy me a coffee link. Mark, the last emperor, Dimode, who is there? Chris Du, all of you, thank you. Armas, Agro Valley, all of you, thank you for being here. Ciao, ciao.